Says the China Mall Emporium building might collapse at any time following reports the building was leaning towards Durban's Brooks Street. The municipality says the building has been condemned following assessments by structural engineers. Now, this comes after a fire broke out at the building last week. The municipality says some roads in the vicinity of the building remain closed as the structural integrity of the building is believed to be compromised. Businesses in the area have also been evacuated to ensure the safety of the public. The public is being urged to avoid the area if at all possible. Meanwhile, environmental groups in Durban earlier this week raised concerns about the eThekwini municipality's preparedness to deal with fires. Now, let's discuss this further. We're joined via Zoom by South Durban Community Environmental Alliance Coordinator Desmond Desar. Desmond, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Now, talk to us about the impact on both the environment and the public this fire has had, as we understand that there was a warning of harmful smoke from China Mall blaze.
Well, look, firstly, thank you. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the listeners. This fire burned for a number of days, and there was still smoke coming out of it as of 2 days ago. So this was a serious fire. It would have had a huge impact on the surrounding shopping facilities, as well as a huge residential area within the city center at Albert Park. So those people complained about nausea, as well as complaining about struggling to breathe. The city, the eThekwini municipality, has failed the people of Durban. They have not managed the infrastructure projects in a manner that is safe and secure. So as of now, people are still asking the question, where's the oversight by city officials? This has been the major problem. And we've seen this is not the only fire that has occurred within the Chinese community in Durban. We've seen factories burned down right here. And we've seen that they have not complied with the Fire and Safety Act and bylaws of Durban. I'm not sure with the mall if this was the case, but what I've seen previously is that the owners of these factories do not place a high precedent on safety and security at these facilities. And likewise, I would say in this case as well, that they would not have provided proper safety and security. And I don't know if the fire department has done their inspection records. The city in the last few years, we've seen that the services in the city have been depleted, that a number of skilled personnel have been removed and are not employed anymore. So we lack. So it's required that these facilities that practically come up overnight should be properly investigated. We've been calling on the city to investigate them, to ensure that they comply with all the city's bylaws, to ensure that the necessary safety and security is there. Fires are occurring regularly. It's not only Chinese malls, but all over the city in Durban. We've seen in the last 2 years over 20 fires that have occurred. And this has occurred because of the lack of manpower, the lack of oversight, and the lack of political will to deal with these high-rise buildings and to ensure that we have proper safety in our city. It needs a comprehensive plan, but it also needs experienced personnel which have led the city fire departments and planning department. So I think a proper investigation will come to the cause of the fire, whether the planning department, the architects and engineers had done their homework to ensure that when the building was built, that the proper systems were in place. I doubt very much that would have been the case.
Now, Desmond, it's not the first time that you yourself and including other environmental organizations have raised these concerns that it seems like the municipality has no clear plan when it comes to fires, but also when it comes to dealing with hazardous material. But also I'm hearing you say there's also no consequences for these companies when it is in fact found that they have not complied.
Well, it's, you know, we've been calling for a proper Indaba, where we can come, and we have suggested that a meeting be called with all stakeholders in Durban, that we sit down and provide the necessary, the strengths and the weaknesses of what is taking place in our city in regard to planning, emergencies, those sort of things are never held with the ordinary people. And as a result, we are locked in a situation when these fires occur that people are going to be impacted upon. I don't know what the city is waiting for to ensure that the proper procedures, plans are put in place so that we safeguard and protect the people of Durban, so that when an explosion of this caliber takes place again, nobody's hurt, nobody's killed. What is shocking in this whole fire was that people were running into the fire, didn't know where to go, where to escape. It's just a pity that a lot of people didn't get, you know, we just touch wood, nobody got hurt in this fire. But what has also been rumored is that there were bags of money being thrown out. So how does it, what compliance, where was SARS in this whole matter? The South African Revenue Services, where are they if people are keeping bags of money in a shopping mall? Something not right here. And we need to question this. As citizens of the city, we have to question this, the politicians in Durban, to ask them what are they doing about the situation. Why have they let it to come to this situation? And we're always struggling for money. We are borrowing a lot of money from the World Bank and other banks to maintain our city. But yet money is being hoarded in these places. And it takes a fire to find out that there's a lot of atrocities that have occurred there. And people are talking about it. So if the government is clear about cleaning up, ensuring that all the citizens, that every business person in the city operates in a manner under our laws and under our governance, then the companies must be held accountable if they fail that. I have yet to see any company being prosecuted and any of these CEOs being sent to prison. I don't know when that will happen. I doubt very much that will happen because the city is not hands-on. Our city fathers, our mayors and municipal managers are not hands-on, and they're not talking to the public. They're not talking to the people of Durban to seek concrete advice and to sit around the table so that we can stop these fires from occurring. It's a regular occurrence. And as you know, we've had over 20 fires in Durban, but nothing's been done about it. We've had no reports. We don't get access to those reports. What instead happened is the companies got more power than the city officials. And as a result, those reports that implicate the companies are withheld. And I think we need to have our government understand that by withholding information, you're never going to find the right solutions because you don't have experienced people dealing with the problem. And this has been swept under the carpet once too often, and we need to put an end to it.
Is the city of Durban ignoring you when you approach them? I'm trying to understand what the attitude of government is towards you, because you are raising some very serious, matters here, including the fact that there have been so many fires in the city. And like you said, thank goodness that no one in this instant was badly hurt. Yeah.
Look, we've had to go to the National Parliament and the Portfolio Committee, National Department, Provincial Department. I've yet to see the Durban mayor or the municipal manager come to any of those meetings. There's always been excuses of not attending these meetings. I've yet to see them come to any of the meetings and reassure the public, the community, the citizens of Durban that their lives are safe. I've yet to see them in all those meetings. I've seen the MEC of the province on the environment. I've seen the National Minister of the Environment. I've seen the National Portfolio Committee come down and investigate. I've seen the Green Scorpions come down. But I have yet to see the mayor as well as the municipal manager of Durban come to any meetings and reassure the people of Durban that their lives are important and the local government is taking it seriously. They have not done that there in any of those fires. They have not corresponded. I've written hundreds of letters to the city in Durban. They have not responded with one letter to say, look, Mr. Dessar, our doors are wide open. You can come and talk to us. not once. And I've been out there day and night, observing, taking photos, putting pressure on national government, on the inspectorate of the Green Scorpions and the provincial department. They have come out and worked with us. But beyond that there, I think it's just a travesty of justice and it shows clearly that do we have the experienced people in Durban in those portfolios? Surely President Cyril Ramaphosa that talks about service delivery and the people, things will change. He's not acted on this, despite us writing to him and informing him and many organizations in Durban. This is not the only thing that affects the Durban people. Service delivery is lacking completely in Durban. The sewage is falling apart. The water systems are falling apart. The chemicals, the hazardous chemicals are falling apart. They're all over the place. Fires are occurring, and that tells you there's something wrong. It's something wrong when your first citizen, who has a responsibility to treat all the citizens of Durban as equal and work with them, has failed to come to any meeting to address these issues.
Mr. Desmond Desar, thank you so much for your time this afternoon. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
All right, let's continue here now. A week ago, Kenya's President Uhuru Kenyatta banned the sale of scrap metal following huge losses incurred by the government due to vandalism of key infrastructure.